Alright, this is part 3 for lab 1. I'm going to start on the sales tax with you. In the sales tax, here's what I would like for you to do. Again, if you haven't done so, please do open up a new file for me. And in this new file, just do File, New in your notepad, and we're going to actually do a Save As. And I want you to put this file, and remember now, the name of this class we're about to create is called Sales Tax. Sales Tax. Exactly, no space when you name identifier, alpha, numeric, and underscore. Make sure you don't put any spaces or any special characters in this right now. I mean, remember now, this name has to match your public class name when you name your file in there as well. So I'm going to save this first. I'm going to copy this name so you can see. Remember now, do a pull down on this thing, do all files, and then what I would like for you is to put the file extension .java and save it. So here you're going to actually go in again, put your name goes here. You're going to put the course 1437, whatever the section comes out to be. I don't know what that is, so I should put, how's that? And then you come down here, you need to describe what this program is. This is lab 1. And this program, basically what you're doing is to calculate the total price, which includes the sales tax. Okay. So again, when you're telling me you prompt the user for information, you gotta use the scanner class. So you import in your .java.util.scanner. The second line is public class sales. Remember this? Why I copy that? So I want to paste. This has to be the same name as the file name. Again, I can't stress this enough. If you're new to this, this is a different piece that you gotta get used to. The front door is the public static void main. And this will be on all of your beginning of all your lines for this course. Alright, so a couple of areas that we need to get into. I need for you to put all the identifiers in this declaration. Goes here. Now we're going to define some constants. In C++ we use const, C-O-N-S-T. Here we use the word final. Data type is a double. Remember now we uppercase all constants. So the tax rate here in Texas right now is what? I know, 8.25, but percentage-wise it's 8.25. Fair? So that's how we represent the constant with this thing. So this is our current tax rate. Let's say this is 8%. Okay, 8.25%. So inside of this thing, you're going to put in double. We're going to make, because of, why do we use double? Because of precision in the data type with this thing. So I'm lazy. Let me just do this as tax. Let me do this as total. That's all that. And then we have a string. Remember now, in Java, string is uppercase S, not lowercase like C++. We need to create a scanner object. So let's create scanner object to read from the keyboard. Okay, so how we do that is very similar to what we just did a few minutes ago. Was what? Scanner keyboard equal to new scanner, and inside of that you're going to use the method that's called system_in. Okay, prompt the user. Or display, prompt the user and get the input. How you prompt the user? System output it. Remember how we did the last one? System out. Print line. Print. Okay, prompt them. So the item, anything that's in the string, description Closing that. Okay. So you prompt them, you're going to type in, remember this item that they're typing in is a string, and you need to read in the entire line. You're going to use this object, it's called keyboard. You're going to use that keyboard, you're going to read the method, is that to read the whole thing is next line, method. All of that will be stored into this now is the variable item. Okay, cool. We need to prompt the user to get the price of an item. So I'll tell you what, I'm kind of lazy typing this to speed up this right here. Let me check the time on this thing. I don't want to go overboard. No, we're good. So let me just take this, snag this line right here, and inside of this thing we're going to actually type in the item price because we prompt the item description. Now it's the item price, and the price we still get it from the keyboard, but the data type is no longer a next line, it is next double. Okay, so when you look at next line, next double, that's a data type if it's because it is a double is the price. That's what you're going to be storing in is the price. So this is the price. This price is this variable right here. Okay, so coming down, you got to do some calculation. Hint. Logical error is below. Okay, fixed it. Okay, here, let's do please in front of it. Please fix it. Alright, let me move this up here a little bit. So, let's take a look. You're going to take the price of the item. I'm going to add the price to the tax rate. All of that, I'm going to assign it to tax. The next one, I'm going to actually take the price, I'm going to multiply that with the tax. And then I'm going to actually assign it to total, which is this total. This tax is this tax, and this tax is this tax. Got it? So you see how things are connected in here? Now, you get all this stuff out. So display some of the stuff out for me. So let me move this up here so you can see. I want to display this. Display, sorry. So again, you have to output system out dot print and show it some sort of an item. What item is concatenated with the $, space, $. Okay, so whatever the item they type in is the string, hammer, whatever it is, that's going to output that with the $. That cursor is blinky, blinky, blinky right here. So you're going to put in it with a $, how much the item is. So system, let me speed up this process here a little bit with it. So I'm going to snag that line, paste that, so system out.print. This time I'm going to use an ln after this thing, and I'm going to put inside of this thing is what? I'm going to put in the price. This price variable, this identifier, is this identifier. Now, coming down to the next line, do the same thing, system out.print line, I'm going to do the tax. With a $, and then the cursor is blinking, blinking, blinking right here. I'm going to do the tax. I'm going to print this time with an ln after the price of the tax. In here, I'm going to put the tax variable right here. Okay. Now, inside the next one, I'm going to do is the print total. And and then inside that total, I'm going to actually output the total right here, the variable total. Okay, that variable total, okay, goes here with it. So this is what I currently have right now with what we are looking at right now with it, and the whole program looks like this. Okay, with proper, and Control S saves it. I want you to save it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize this thing. I'm going to open up that folder we did on our desktop. So here is the one that we just did. It's a sales tax. I'm going to copy it. Make sure I copy it. Right mouse click copy. I'm going to find that folder in my C drive, which is the Java. I shorten it under a folder called bin. I'm going to paste that in here. Okay, here it is. Here is the sales tax. Let me click on this, sort this a little bit, just to point out some things here. Here's our Java pay.java file that we did. We compile it, we get the class file. That's what's being run. Now, if you recall, this in your reading in chapter 1, after you run the class file, it generates what's called a binary code. This binary code creates what's called a Java virtual machine. The Java virtual machine compiles with that platform and that byte code with it. It allows you to link, become a linker to the operating system with it. Now I haven't compiled this yet. This is my sales tax. This is my sales tax right here. This is the .java. So I need to compile this thing. I'm in my bin directory already. I have it open right now. So I need to do, what's the compile command? Java C space, what's the name of my file? Sales tax, exactly how I have it spelled with a file extension. Java C, letter C, space sales tax.java. I hit enter. Good. So I have an error. Good. This is good. So this tells me that I have a syntax that says, look, you're trying to read in an item that says next line. Next line is kicking it out. I can't read in the next line because I misspelled this L right here. It doesn't recognize this method. It's supposed to be an uppercase L. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let me minimize this. I'm going to open this file. You got to be careful where you open this file, because remember now, here's my sales tax. Where is this sales tax store? This is stored on my desktop, right? My separate folder. I need to close this out so you don't confuse the two. I'm going to open up the file that's under my bin. Right mouse click on it. I'm going to do open with, or open with Notepad. And I'm going to go into that next line. This is the one that gave me the error. I need to make that an uppercase L. Control S saves it, save it, and then I'm going to minimize this thing. Now this has been saved. I'm going to go back to the DOS command that I just got up here. Lengthen this so you can see. I'm going to hit up arrow key. I'm going to compile again. Good. Now it works. Now I need to run it. Java sales tax with no extension, no C after the Java, to run it. So enter description. Let's say I type in hammer. And what's the price of a hammer? Let's do $20. So with $20, okay, so as you can see, there's a huge error, logical error, mega logical error. Please fix this. This is your task. Alright, so if I bought something with it, let's do something really easy. Let's say I bought dress. Okay, so I would actually output the dress, sale item price is, let's say, $100. My dress is $100. Tax is ridiculously wrong, and my total is totally wrong. Okay, so that's what you have to fix. Okay, cool.